Hi, Poke Besties. Happy Sunday. Hello, hello. We are going to be diving right back into Legends ZA today. Thank you for joining me today on this lovely Sunday. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I am still a bit tired from my very long stream last night. I had about, I think, an 8-hour stream or close to an 8-hour stream yesterday. Was not planning on going that long, but it happened and it was really fun. I had a great time. So today is probably going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. We are going to be diving right back into where we left off with the story. I believe I am about to be facing Ivor pretty soon in game. And I just kind of want to get through it. I cannot stay on very long today though, because I do have an event later. So I'm probably only going to be on for the next maybe 2 hours or so at most, at very most. Might be slightly less than 2 hours actually. So this is going to be a quick one today, but that's all good. We're going to have a great time. We're going to get through the story and yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the game. Alrighty, so let's get to it. So I gotta go figure out what's going on with Ivor's sister. And I gotta go to the Clawitzer fountain, it looks like. So we are gonna head over there right now. I actually need to put this Pokemon Center as a stop anyway on my map. So I'm gonna head on over there. Alrighty. Let me see where this Pokemon Center is. It looks like it's right over here, so I should be able to... Oh, right around the corner here. Perfect. Alright. I think this is my first time here. Let's heal the Pokemon up before we get going. I'm really wondering how long this story part is going to take. I'm hoping that I can get what I need to completed with facing Ivor within less than 2 hours. Alright, I see some... Let's check some of this stuff out over here. There's some items. We're just gonna go pick those up really fast and I gotta figure out how to get over to this other area. I guess it's around the corner. Looks like I may have to go over here. Oh, I love seeing Auroras. Such a cutie. Would love to get one on my team actually. Oh, did not mean to run into y'all. Let's head over and see if we can figure out what's going on at the Clawitzer fountain, wherever this may be. Okay, it actually seems like this may be over here. Oh, right here. There we go. Alright, looks like we got a story scene right here. Emma, Shiny. I only see a fountain here. There's no sign of Gwyn anywhere. So you don't have any idea where Gwyn might be in this area then. But this must be the right place. There's the Clawitzer fountain, just like Kanari told us. Well, Shiny, do you think we'll find Gwyn somewhere around here? I'm sure of it. Me too. We don't have any other leads to go on, though process of elimination, this should be the place. But if so, where could Gwyn be hiding? This place is just an empty square. Well, what else did Kanari tell us? Let's see, there was something about a place where the X, Y, and Z axis didn't meet. Yes, of course. The X-axis is horizontal, the Y-axis is vertical, and the Z-axis is depth. Which means we're likely starting from the right place. I'm guessing our X-axis is correct. Next, we need to adjust our Y-axis. Once we do that, we'll be on the right track to find Gwyn. You mean we should go down? Into the sewers? But there's all this water in the way. What would your approach be, Shiny? Stop the water? Stop the water. It sounds like a tall order. The skills I've honed in the Fist of Justice can surely help us solve this problem. Aha! I have it! I'll just smash the fountain. That would cause the water to shoot upward, yes? Then the water pooling below will drain away. Yes, a perfect solution. Go, Phalanx. Use... Stop right there. You can't just destroy city property. Honestly, I can see why people complain about the Fist of Justice taking things too far. But you might be onto something, Ivor. Maybe we can stop the water from flowing somehow. Then I shall use my martial arts after all. And, Shiny, I have an idea. Find a Pokemon that knows Ice Beam and bring it back here. If we freeze the fountain's nozzles to stop the flow, the water that's filling the pool below ought to empty into the sewer. Then we can investigate. All right. So it looks like we need Ice Beam. And give me just 1 second. My dog is at my door. Let me grab her real fast. All right. I am back. Little Miss Eevee is with me once again. And it just so happens to be that I already have a Pokemon that has Ice Beam. That is going to be my Starmie. Swap it out with Alakazam real fast. Looks like you brought a Pokemon that can use Ice Beam. Well done. Now then, freeze the water in that fountain. Ultra Afroman 402, hello there. How's it going? Good to see you, Ultra Afroman. Thank you for stopping by today. How's your day been? It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by the chat. Hope you've had a good Sunday so far. Okay. I didn't even get to read that. What did he say again? If only I could smash water with my bare fists. My training has clearly not been diligent enough. Oh, Ivor, you are quite the character, sir. Okay, time to use Ice Beam. Marvelously done, Shiny. Look, all the water's draining through the sewers. Ultra Afroman says it's been going great, making great progress with my animations. That's great news, Ultra Afroman. I'm glad to hear that. Glad you're making good progress with your art. That's awesome. Ivor says, as long as the fountain stays frozen, we won't need to worry about getting flooded. Quick then, let's search the sewers. I shall go on ahead. Bear with me 1 second. I gotta get Eevee situated really fast. All right. Let me take a look here. Emma says Ivor certainly doesn't waste time once he knows where he's going, does he? We should head in too, Shiny. All right, let's go check out the sewers. I don't think I've been into any areas of the sewers. These sewers were built a very long time ago. There are wild Pokemon about, so be on your guard. Who knows how they get in here? Wild Pokemon, you say? But will Gwen be safe down here then? That's why we're trying to find her. Understood. I'm on it. There he goes again. Come on, we should help him look for Gwen, Shiny. Watch out for wild Pokemon. Her little Naruto run is so cute. Okay, guys. Let's go check out the sewers. Is that a Noibat I see up there? It sure looks like one. Let's walk very slowly. See if there's anything over here. I don't think I'll be able to catch it, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. All right, well, we tried. All right, we got a Noibat, guys. Our little Noibat baby. I love Noibat. Noibat is probably one of my favorite of the Gen 7 Pokemon. So wonderful. Let me see, where is it? I'm in Gen 6. I'm sorry, guys. I meant to say Gen 6. Level 36. It's a little girl. The Goldmite says, hello. How are you? Good to see you, Goldmite. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a wonderful day. How's your day been, Goldmite? Thank you so much for stopping by today. Aww. Okay, so she knows Air Slash, Whirlwind, Super Fang, and Leech Life. What a cute baby. Would love to get her on the team at some point. But right now, we gotta go look for Gwen. So let's get situated. Goldmite says, if only Noivern actually got time to shine in the anime. Yeah, that's true. Noivern didn't really get a whole lot of time. I do like Noibat, though. Noibat is a sweetheart. Love both of them, though. Okay, let's take a look here, guys. I feel like there's more Pokemon hanging around. Another Noibat. That's okay, that's okay. Oops. Wouldn't it be wild if we found the shiny Noibat? That's like one of my favorite shinies, to be honest with you. Feels so bad just like one-shotting these little Noibat. Okay, I'm thinking we probably should have paid attention to the map, but it's okay. We're gonna work our way through here. And plus this is good like opportunity for leveling up the Pokemon. So let's see. Take out Block. Ooh, just barely missed that. Good work, Block. Okay, so this is looking like a little dead end here. I don't think there's anything here that we... Let's take a look. Don't think there's anything here that we need. Goldmite says, also, I got really sick this whole day. I had to sleep all day due to sickness. I am really sorry to hear that. I'm very, very sorry to hear that, Goldmite. I hope that you start to feel better soon. I hope that whatever sickness you have, it goes away very, very soon. I'm really sorry to hear that you're not feeling well. That's never fun. And that's definitely not a fun way to spend your weekend or the remainder of it. Sorry, I got distracted there. Goldmite says it's 3 a.m. now due to being overslept. Gotcha. well, make sure you don't overexert yourself or anything like that. Make sure you get plenty of rest. We are just exploring this sewer area here. The goal is to find Gwen. Doesn't look like there's anything down here. Let's head on over. Wait, is there another route? Oh yeah, there's nothing else down there. So let's take a look. Looks like it's over here. I kind of just want to explore really fast to see like all these different areas, like what's all here. Alright, well, let's get back to this little section over here. Because I feel like... Oh, it's the wrong way. Alright, alright, alright. Looks like it's down there. Can we get down there through... Oh, okay, no, we can't go this way. There's another Scrappy down there. Let's see what's down here. Here we go. Ooh, what do we have here? Emma says, there you are, Shiny. Looks like this lock is preventing us from going further in. Then let us power through with pure strength. Shall I smash through this barrier so we may proceed? No, destroying public property. Shiny, let's take a closer look and see if we can't figure this out. Okay, examine the lock that seems to block your way through the sewers. Okay. Which area do you want to check? The keyhole. Shaped like a typical keyhole, nothing out of the ordinary here. The lock body. Looks like a regular lock made from some sort of metal alloy. The hinges. You don't notice anything unusual about the door's hinges. Check for gaps. There's only a tiny gap between the door and the floor. So there's no clever way to open this door then. I guess we'll just have to find the key. Where do you think the key could be, Shiny? I mean, it's hard to say. It could be hidden somewhere. I mean, it could be in a Pokemon's possession. I mean, I'm thinking it's probably hidden somewhere. You might be right. There's not much to go on, is there? As it stands, we can't even make an educated guess. Oh, a clef key! Well, that Pokemon had some keys. That was a clef key, right? Let's go after it. Guys, we gotta get the clef key. Oh, it's so cute. It seems possible that one of Klefki's keys could help us open that lock back there. Then I shall go ahead and catch it. The Pokeballs I throw reach speeds of over 100 miles per hour. This does, unfortunately, mean there is a chance of Klefki being knocked out as it's caught, but that's just a risk we'll have to take. Stop right there! That's hardly different than punching the door thing. We're not an ancient Hisui, you know. This also raises some concerns about how you managed to catch your own Pokemon, Eivor. Anyway, I think we can safely leave this matter to Shiny. Here, feel free to use these Ultra Balls. Alright, well, looks like we gotta get a clef key. Alright, now catch that clef key. Will do, Emma. Will do. Don't forget, we don't want to just knock it out. We want to catch that clef key. I'm thinking this should be pretty easy, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, we caught it. I didn't mean to catch it in a great ball, but okay. Emma says, nice catch. I feel I have witnessed the very essence of a masterful capture. That's a bit excessive, no? I mean, we all catch Pokemon like that, right? Anyway, let's see if Klefki can get that lock open for us. We're counting on you, Klefki. It doesn't seem to have the key for this lock. Huh, I really thought that was going to be the trick to getting through here. How about this then, Madam Detective? If we are truly stuck, perhaps we might try my plan. First off, thanks for calling me Madam Detective. Just Detective, or Emma works too. Now, what was your plan, Ivor? If there is no gimmick or mechanism to open this lock, then it must be opened by a key. But there is no guarantee that said key can even be found in these sewers. Since we cannot obtain the key we need, we must let my honed fist become the key. Our path will be opened thanks to my power. Justice Punch! With that, our way is clear. Let's press on. So that's what he calls a plan? Personally, I'd call it brute force. In any case, we should hurry after him. Alright, let me get caught up on the chat really fast. The Goldmite says, Shiny, can I manifest your catching luck? That Klefki took 10 Ultra Ball from me for no real reason. Oh my goodness! I didn't mean to make it look so easy. But yes, absolutely. Absolutely, no worries. Klefki really said, open sesame. Well, I tried. And the Goldmite says you just need the power of the Keyblade. Yes, I do. We just need to wield the Keyblade. That's actually probably the real missing key. Sora has it. All right, guys, let's go check out these sewers. Okay. Looks like we gotta go, I'm thinking in the direction of this counter. Oh, knocked them both out at the same time. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well. The Goldmite says, joke's on you, I have an actual Keyblade. I wish I could say the same. I wish I had an actual Keyblade. Squelp. Wasn't expecting them here. Let's try catching. With an Ultra Ball. Alright, we got one. I guess we may just need to knock this other little one out. My bad, Squirrel. I'm sorry about that. Oh, poor boy. Let me get you healed up. Let's use an antidote. Alright, we're out of lemonades. We need to go get some. Alright, let's get going. We've got more of this sewer to explore. We gotta go find Miss Gwen. The Patrat down there. Another Klefki! Can we try to catch this one without battling it? let's try it. Oh, didn't mean that. Nah, we didn't get that lucky this time. See if we can catch another one. Oh, wow, didn't get lucky with that one. There we go. Third time's the charm. Jose the Alolachu. Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. Hi. Jose says, this is where I caught my Litwick. Oh, very cool. Okay, well, I haven't ran into Litwick yet. I will keep an eye out. How are you doing, Jose? I hope you've had a great Sunday so far. Hope your day is going well. I see a past rat right there. There's another Noivern down there. Alright, Blah, thank you so much. Blah's almost like become like my official like secondary ace, it seems like. He just handles stuff so well. I really need to get him a Mega Stone. Jose says, I'm doing good. I woke up about an hour ago. Very cool. So it sounds like you've had a good Sunday then. You got the opportunity to sleep in. That sounds really nice. Bridge right here. There's the Litwick. Okay, I don't want to catch it yet. There we go. Now I got the Litwick. Perfect, perfect. Let me catch the other one. Alright, we got 2 Litwicks. We are good to go. The Gold Mite said, I want to be real, this particular quest took way too long than it needs to be. Like, how many more extra steps just to find Sister in battle? Yeah, I'm noticing this particular part of the story is quite lengthy. I'm not too keen on this. Feels like there's a lot of extra steps to, you know, reach this battle with Ivor, but that probably means I'm getting close to the end. At least I think so. Oh, Chandelure. Emma says, did you both see that? It was Chandelure, the luring Pokemon. It may be the same Chandelure that Gwen has as her partner. Alright, let's go check it out. It looks like a dead end. No doors or anything. And no sign of that Chandelure either. It's a ghost-type Pokemon, so it's not surprising that it can vanish at will. If it is indeed Gwen's partner, then maybe it vanished to wherever Gwen is. A keen observation. Given the situation, I'd say that's highly likely. Alright, let's search every last inch of this room, Shiny. Alright, let's go check out this room. Is there anything odd here? Anything hidden? Cluster pipes and some valves. Nothing special about them. You don't know what these 4 machines are for, but they don't seem related to the case. Okay. I have have learned something important in the course of this investigation. If I go around smashing things in the name of detective work, Emma gets very cross indeed. That is quite true. All right, what's this? Some old electrical panels. You tried flipping a few switches, but nothing happened. Okay. Huh. What are these 3 different colored boxes here? I took a good look at the pale colored crates, but they don't seem to be anything special. We've checked all over this room, but there's no sign of any hidden contraptions. In that case, the only course of action is to act. Strength is power. Strength is justice. Justice punch! That's odd. I've smashed countless walls in my life. This is the first time I've punched a wall and had my fist go straight through it without it breaking. Felt like my hand went inside the wall itself. Could it be? Oh, looks like it's an illusion. The wall wasn't real in the first place, so someone or something conjured up that illusion of a wall to fool us. I see. Clearly, I must undergo even more diligent training if I wish to smash illusory walls. But for now, let us proceed. I am sure Gwen is waiting for us on the other side. He's an interesting one. Let's keep pushing ahead, Shiny. Well, that was interesting. I love Ivor. I'm starting to really like Ivor as a character, to be honest. He's pretty funny. He's giving me like... I'm assuming this is the inspiration because of the name and whatnot, but he's giving me like Thor vibes. Just like big and grand and super strong and just like that very himbo type of attitude. That's what he gives me. Yeah, Ivor Ragnarok. He reminds me of Thor. I like that though. I like characters like that. I think they're fun. Okay, guys, I have my sweet little Evie, my little fur baby Evie. She's my dog. She's feeling very clingy today, so I do apologize if you hear her in the background. She is really, really wanting me to carry her right now, so I'm currently holding her like a little baby while I hold my controller and try to play this game. So I'm on mommy duty right now. Please bear with me if you hear her. She's very clingy, like I said. Okay, let's go ahead and play the game. Let's go right ahead. Oh, that was that. The chill I felt when passing through it makes me think this could be the work of a ghost type. Oh, hang on just a second, Goldmite. Let me check and see what got... Oh yeah, sorry. No, I'm trying to be careful about my chat right now, so... it's mainly because since we're playing Pokemon, I'm expecting more, like, younger folks to join the chat, so... We do have some younger viewers, so it's catching stuff like that. I knew what you meant, though. Alright, so Ivor says, so you're saying that a ghost-type Pokemon is attempting to deceive us? I think so, though we can't prove it yet. I need to be able to smash walls of any kind. Then I can finally tear down the barriers that separate the people and the Pokemon of Lumios. Yes, the wild zones will separate us no more, and everyone will be the happier for it. Shiny, look there. I do believe that Chandelure must be Gwen's partner. Wait, Chandelure, please help us find Gwen. Her partner Pokemon is freely roaming around and doesn't seem particularly agitated. I suppose we can assume that even if someone is behind Gwen's disappearance, the culprit isn't monitoring the area or anything. Every step we take brings us closer to the truth. Let's hurry, Shiny. The Gold Mite says, legend has it, a man born of the dragons will come and save Lumios. That man isn't Ivor because Ivor punched that man. I don't even know about that lore. I'm assuming that's something I haven't gotten into yet. Leandro King, hello, hello. How are you doing? Leandro says, hey, Shiny, don't forget to change the title to Sunday. Thank you so much for reminding me that. I will do that right now. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Miss Evie, time to put you down. You're being a little too clingy for me. Back to your bed. Back to your bed. Okay, let's take a look. All right, just updated it right now. Thank you so much for letting me know that. How are you doing, Leandro? I hope you're having a great Sunday so far. Jose says, my dog gets clingy too. Yes, fur babies do have a way of being clingy, don't they? I'm going to let her out one more time because I feel like she needs to possibly go outside. So give me just 1 second. I'm going to let her out. It'll be about 10 seconds. All right, I am back. I am back. Jose the Alolichu says, oh, sorry, I already read that. Leandro Kang says, I'm good, thank you. How are you? You seem tired today. I am tired. I had an 8-hour stream yesterday, so I think that's probably why, if I don't sound like I'm quite myself today. I am pretty tired, and I do have some stuff to do later today. So, yeah, I did get rest last night, and I also did I went out to the movies last night, so I was out for a little bit, but yeah, I mean, I did get a full night's rest. I think it's just the fact that, again, I had a long stream yesterday, so that was part of it. The Gold Mite says, when Ivor does push-ups, he pushes the earth down. I'm sure he does. He seems like the type. Galar Adventurer, hello, hello. How are you doing today, Galar? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're having a good one. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, let me grab some water. Whew. All right, guys. Let's get back into the game. We got to figure out where Gwen is. Leandro King says, just a reminder that streaming shouldn't be a chore. You can stream whenever you're fully ready to. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. And trust me when I say this, like, I'm never going to stream if I feel like I'm overexerting myself. I might sound a little tired, but I really am fine. I'm okay. I definitely wanted to get some streaming in today because one, I'm trying to fit it into my schedule the best I can. And two, I want to get through this part of the story because I'm trying to get through the story as quickly as I can. I know a lot of people have finished the game already. Like, I have not, clearly. We're still working our way through it. But I want to get to a place where I can at least finish the story. I can have that out of the way. I don't have to worry about any major spoilers for a while. And then we can get into some fun stuff like shiny hunting, finishing the side quests, stuff like that. I think that would be really fun. So that's why I'm kind of, if it seems like I'm like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm rushing, but if it seems like I'm trying to get through the story, that's why. Ivor says, Gwen! Oh! Well, looky there. It's the fangirl of Kanari. I recognize her. We found our missing person. Where's the villain who trapped you down here? Let's think back over everything we've seen so far. Can you identify the culprit behind all this? There is no culprit? That's right, in a way. There is no culprit because no crime has been committed. What are you saying, Madam Detective? Gwen was trapped here. We saw it with our own eyes. The supposed victim here is Gwen. However, she came here of her own volition. That's the truth behind this whole case. The truth. If you really wish to hear it, then defeat me in battle. I'm a Pokemon trainer too, after all. Here. Sorry. Here, I'll heal up your Pokemon and leave the rest to you, Shiny. Alright. Looks like we gotta battle Gwyn now. Alright, let me get caught up on the chat. The Goldmite says Ivor has a diary. It's called the Guinness Book of World Records. Galar Adventure says doing well. Caught a shiny Eevee and evolved it into Umbreon last night. Let's go. Congratulations, Galar. That's awesome. Congrats. I love shiny Eevee. I would love to get a shiny Eevee for my team. And I think for my first one, I'm not going to evolve it. I think I'm just going to keep it an Eevee because it reminds me of my fur baby Eevee. So that's probably what I'm going to do. But I would like to get other shiny Eevees so I can evolve them into the other Eevee evolutions. That would be really cool. Galar Adventure also says, no worries, good call. To be fair, Mega Dimension drops December 10th, so you still got some time. Yes, I do have time. Like I said, I'm not going to rush through things, but I think part of it is too, like, out of my own curiosity. I just want to get through the story. I want to know the story. I'm really interested in it, and I just want to play through it. Again, this is very different for me to, like, you know, to stream a game for the first time, especially a Pokemon game, because when I play Pokemon games, I tend to just kind of lock in on my own, and I go as far as I can through the story. Like, I just, like, want to figure out what's going on with the story. I do train my Pokemon, I do catch Pokemon along the way, but getting through the story is a big priority for me. So that's just, like, how I like to play them a lot of times. Jose the Alolachu says the latest shiny caught in ZA is a Bunnelby. Congratulations! It looks like you guys are getting a lot of shinies right now. That's really, really cool. I'm really happy to hear that. Alright, we're about to fight Gwyn. Gwyn says, are we doing this? Let's battle! I'm going to win, so you'll all leave me in peace. Strength is power. Strength is justice. Jose says, IDK if I'm able to get the DLC when it releases, but I'll see. Well, hopefully you can. Hopefully you can. All right, here we go. We're about to fight Gwyn. We have a Banette. Okay. We are starting off with Talonflame, it seems like. Oh well. Alright, we got Banette. We got a Gourgeist. Alright. Swap out for Absol. Alright, we got Chandelure. Chandelure, Mega Evolve, finish them. Alright, we gotta heal up the babies. Absol needs to be healed. Dang it, guys. Alright, I gotta heal up. I don't have a full revive. Wonderful. We will start here again. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is crazy. This is a little much, don't you think? I can't believe she's just one-shotting me like this. This is crazy. This is pretty wild. Makes me wonder how Ivor's gonna do now. Alright, well, we handled that. Wasn't ideal, but we did it. Alright, let me get caught up. Jose says, I like how Mega Chandelure has a crown. I know it does. It looks really cool. I do like I like Chandelure in general. Mega Chandelure is really neat. Right. Looks like Gwen says, your Pokemon shine with justice. My justice wasn't wrong. I simply lacked power. Well fought in any case, and well deduced, both of you. Do you know these two, Gwen? Of course. Emma is the greatest detective in all of Lumiose. And Shiny is a member of Team MZ. She's also the reigning Canary Quiz Whiz. I see. And what did you mean when you said well deduced? Where to start? You break every smartphone you touch, Ivor. And once you start battling in the ZA Royale, you don't stop, even when dawn comes. Your excessive training will keep going on and on as you climb the ranks of the Royale. Meanwhile, I'm the only one who deals with all the complaints about your behavior. It is an enormous burden. So I asked Chandelure and one of the Klefki to help me hide down here. That way, you would be unable to participate in any promotion matches. But then you had to come and find me. I had no idea I was causing the Fist of Justice and my own sister so much trouble. Well, you were. So I would love to see you give my brother a good thrashing, Shiny. It's true then. Shiny is my opponent for my next promotion match. See for yourself. And there it is, plain as day. Well, it seems I must prepare for our bout. I hope you will all excuse me. Honestly, I'm obligated to look into any case I take on, but perhaps I should have let this one go cold. Still, I'm surprised you knew of a hiding place like this. It's almost undetectable with all the barriers and tricks the Pokemon helped put up. I found this place when I was very young. It was here that I met Chandelure, though it was only a Litwick back then. The Ghost-type Pokemon let me come and go as I please, so I visit on occasion. I love the quiet down here, and the dark. Well, now that Ivor knows about this place, I suppose you'll need to find a new hiding spot. We should head back for now. This may be your favorite spot, but it's not exactly fit for long-term residents, let's say. Of course. All right, Jose the Alolachu says, I have one on my team. It's the same Litwick that I caught. Very cool. Emma says, maybe I should train up a bit. A little extra muscle could come in handy during my investigations. Extra muscle? Please, not another Ivor. I was joking. My expansion suit can help me out in a pinch, though I decided not to use it unless necessary. Oh, and Gwen, tell Ivor I'll be sending him a bill for my help, okay? Good luck with your promotion match, Shiny. When you're ready to face Ivor, come to the Justice Dojo. Okay. Well, I feel like we need to... First off, we need to heal up. Because, we got thrashed, guys. We got completely thrashed in that battle. Alright, let me, get these Mega Crystals right here. I love how the Stupa's just like completely running away. Like it's just like, I'm out of here, guys. I'm not about this life. Let me see. Oh, it seems like he wants to go into the city. That's really cute, actually. Alright, time to get our last Pokeballs. Alright, we got 2 back. Let's go heal our team up. Galar says, I have one too. Go got me into completing the Pokédex. LOL. Well, that's good. I'm glad. I hope your Pokédex progress is going well. How many Pokemon do you have so far? Alright, we got a Pokemon healed. Let us take a look at our... Oh, we got some stuff from Mabel's research. Got Double Team TM. Next level 17. How many levels are there total? Is it 50? Yeah, it looks like... Oh, yeah. So shiiinycharm is level 50. So we're at 19. That's... Or 16, I'm sorry. That's not too terrible. But we do have a ways to go. We're not even halfway there yet. Alright, so I really do want to just kind of battle Evor and kind of like get it not over with, that sounds terrible. I want to just try to get this done as quickly as I can. So I think what I'm going to do, let's see, I'm level 45. I got to get Starmie up in level. I think that's part of the problem is Starmie is not leveled up. I need to get Mega Stones for so many of these Pokemon too. I don't have a lot of them. So let me see. How many Mega Stones do I have? Or Mega Shards? I have 249. That's enough to get 1 Mega Stone. I really feel like Heracross needs a Mega Stone. But I need to get a little bit more of the shards. Oh, sorry, Jose. Let me check and see what got hidden. It looks like Automod caught something. I am further in the game, so that's why I'm there. I don't know why that got... Oh! I think I know why, but I'm gonna allow this through. Sorry. I did not mean for your message to get blocked. Let me go ahead and fix this really fast. Bear with me for 1 second. We got this updated. All right, I gotta add this in. All right, Jose, you can repaste that if you want to. You can paste that message that got blocked by Automod. So I went ahead and added it manually. Let me see. Jose says currently at level 30. That's awesome. Making good progress on with Mabel's research. Galar says all of them so far. So you finished your Pokédex. Is that what you're saying, Galar? Galar says, and don't forget the 1,000 battle win requirement. Yes, absolutely. I am not forgetting that. Jose says no idea either. Leandro King says, will you stream with Annette someday? You know what? I would love to do so if she would like to also. I haven't talked to her about streaming, but that might be something that, you know, maybe I could reach out to her about. I would love to. I actually don't know. Does Annette stream? Is she a live streamer? If she does, then yeah, that would be great. All right, let's take a look here. Jose says, I'm gonna dedicate a whole day to battling so I can hit that 1,000 battles. Yes, yes, absolutely. Seems like it's quite the grind. Jose also says, I'm further in the game, so that's why I'm at 30. Gotcha, gotcha. Yes, it's no worries. I am, like I said, I'm still working my way through the story right now. Camila Davis, 10. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Welcome to the chat, Camila Davis. Good to see you here. How's your day been? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday, or I don't know if it's what day or time it is on your side of the world, but welcome. I hope you're having a good day regardless. Thanks for joining our chat today. How's your day been? Galar Adventurer says, yeah, I completed the decks. Hello, hello. Oh, am I saying hello, hello? Congrats, congrats, I think is what I meant to say. That's awesome. I'm very, very happy for you. That's really cool. So now you got to grind your way up to 1,000 battles to get the shiny charm if you don't have it yet. Leandro King says, not to my knowledge, but it would be cool to see good friends having a good time together. Yeah, I think that would be really fun. I would be down for that. I definitely do want to coordinate some collab streams in the future. Right now, since we're playing Pokemon at the moment, obviously this is like a single player, experience type of game. Oh, we got some pretty feathers, nice. But in the future, I would like to coordinate some collab streams on some other games. I have a few in mind that I've been wanting to play with other people. So I'm sure we can make that happen. And even if it's not Pokemon related, I would love to have you guys there to check out our games and the stream. I think it just could be a really fun experience. One of the games I've been absolutely begging people to play with me, I really do feel like I'm begging people at this point, is the game Peak. I have seen so many live streams with this game. It looks so fun, and I would love to get people together to play this game on stream. It looks so funny. I feel like we would just have the best time. Galar Adventure says, destroy some friendships and play Uno. That is a friendship destroying game. I feel like that one really is. I feel like Among Us is one of those games too, that you really have to have a strong friendship with people, or just like really like you can't take it so deeply, like when you play that game with people, because like when you're playing games that involve like deception and things like that, like I feel like those types of games are, obviously, like, not everyone can play those types of games. And I totally respect that. That's fine. I know there's people that I know in my life that they're like, no, I'm not a fan of Among Us. It's not the style of game I like to play, which is fair. I personally really like Among Us. I think it can be really fun. You get, like, the right group of people together. But there's plenty of games I want to play. So, like, Peak would be one. That's like a survival strategy, not strategy, but it's more of like a survival co-op game is really what it is. I would love to play that with people. I think that could be really, really fun, to be honest. Jose says that Mario Party, Mario Kart, etc. Yeah, see, all of those games, like, you have to be able to, like, shake it off. Like, if you lose, you can't feel it. I mean, I'm not saying you can't feel it that deeply. I think this kind of boils down to everyone's kind of gameplay style. Like, some people like to, go really hard in the paint when they play these games, and some people just kind of play more for the enjoyment aspect of it, I guess you could say. Like I said, it depends on who you're playing with. Everyone's got a different play style. But yeah, those are games that are very highly competitive games, and so I think playing those games has a lot to do with like the right people that you play them with, honestly. In your experience, I should say. Galar says, I'm a horrible liar, so I'm awful at Among Us. That's okay. I'm not really the best liar either. Like, and really, that's actually like a plus if you think about it, Galar. Like, it's a good thing that you're not a good liar in some ways. Maybe not in the sake of like, for the game, but like in life, I guess you could say that's a plus, right? So yeah, anyway, I think at the end of the day, we just need to remember that these are games, guys. Like, these are games. It's not like, in my opinion, it's not anything deeper than that. Some people may take it more seriously than others. That's on them if they do. But I think we need to remember when we play games like this that it's a game at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you should really just be having like a good time playing it. That's how I feel about it. If you enjoy it, then, that's all that matters. In my humble opinion, of course. I'm just grinding for some mega shards, by the way. I'm sure you can see me doing that right now, but I'm more so just explaining that I'm doing this so I can go and make sure to get enough. I have enough mega shards to get a mega stone. I think I'm gonna get one for Heracross finally. Bois deserves a mega stone. He's been a good boy. The Meat Guy says, hey, look, it's me. Hello, hello, Meat Guy. How are you doing? Good to see you. Ooh, we hit the jackpot. Look at all these mega shards right here. We're gonna be set. All right, let's get to work. Blah. The Meat Guy, I hope you're having a great Sunday so far. How's your day been? I hope you're having a good one. All right. Let's see how many mega shards. Oh, there's still more up there. I forgot about that. This is a really good area for mega shards. Oh, there's some up there. I love that Bois can fly up so high. Get all these mega shards. Let's see if there's any more up here. Looks like we got all of them. Let's see what we have now. We have 336 mega shards, guys. That's really, really good. I'm gonna keep grinding for maybe about 5 more minutes. Let's add this wild area, or wild zone, I should say. Let's add this. Ooh, Dynamo. Should we try to catch it? Let's try to catch it. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try this again. We got it. We didn't even have to battle it. Let's go. Is that a Sharpedo? This is Sharpedo. Looks like we're entering nighttime. I am a little scared of that alpha Sharpedo. But you know me, I kind of just go rush into battle with alphas all the time, so, you know. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. We got it. That was easy peasy, guys. We got our alpha Sharpedo. Very nice work, Bois. I'm telling you, this is exactly why Bois deserves. Oh, we got Carvana on the way. Hang on, hang on. All right, we got one. Let's try to battle this other one right here. Look at us just getting these Pokemon, loading up Pokedex right now. A Slowpoke! We got a Slowpoke, guys! I finally found it! We got our Slowpoke baby! Jose says, I've had up to 700 plus Mega Shards. That's really cool! You were grinding then, it sounds like. That's pretty awesome. Look at the other Slowpoke. I would love to get a shiny Slowpoke in game. I have a few shiny Slowpoke that I caught in Scarlet and Violet. If I don't find one in game here, I might just transfer one of them and offer it up to... Oh, okay, let me... Okay, so Bois can fight them. I might let... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright. Let's level up Bois. We need some training right now for Bois. Oh, this is where the Slowpoke are. Oh, a Bellsprout right there. The way they fly out of the water, dude, that's crazy. That is wild. I'm telling you, the Lumio City Pokemon are built different. This is crazy. Crazy work. Cutie pies. I hate doing this to you, but I gotta train up Bois right now. And he's gotta be leveled up for his battle with Evor. Sorry, Bellsprout. Skylar says, I randomly found a shiny Carvana down there before I got the shiny charm. The Alpha Sharpedo can fly too. That's crazy. Crazy stuff. Telling you. Another Bellsprout over there. I just feel kind of bad with Gua just like completely just like one-shotting them. Come on, Gua. Let's go. Oh, one more. Sorry, Bellsprout. Honestly, I'd be happy with a shiny Slowpoke, a shiny Bellsprout would be nice. I feel like there's an area up here that I need to go see. Is this? Oh, shiny, or no, not shiny Staryu. Oh, I meant to say a normal Staryu. Sorry, Staryu. Is there any other areas I can get? Another Alpha. Probably shouldn't have used Brick Break. Look at us just catching these alphas, guys. This is wild. We're doing so good right now. This is a big step up from when I started the game. Alright, let's see over here. Uh-oh. Looks like Gua's asleep. Jose the Lilichu says, I have a shiny Bellsprout. That's pretty cool. I love shiny Bellsprout. I love the whole shiny line. Really would love a shiny Victory Bell at the end of the day. I think that'd be super cool, honestly. Alright guys, let's keep checking out this area over here. Work ball. Oh, this is awesome. Guys, this is super duper cool. Oh no! This is not super cool actually. Okay, hang on. I got this. That was scary. Okay. I need to get away from this thing. This Arbok is crazy, guys. I don't know if this is a smart move on my part. Probably not. Not good, not good. Okay, let me hop off here. He's still coming after me. That's crazy. All right, let me check out the chat. Looks like we have a second. Galar Adventures is big week for Disney Cruise Line. Tomorrow begins the press coverage of the latest ship, the Disney Destiny. Having FOMO for the invited pass, LOL. A Disney cruise is on my bucket list. This ship is Disney Heroes Villains themed. That sounds really cool. Honestly, I have some FOMO over that too. Like, and I say that like as I'm like a Disney like content creator or something. I'm not, guys. I wouldn't get invited to that because I don't make Disney content. But that just sounds really cool. I'd love to do a Disney cruise. Leandro Kang says, have you considered streaming Minecraft, Roblox, and Steam games as well? Yes, Leandro, I have. Like, that is the plan. After Pokemon Legends EA is finished as far as the story playthrough, I will be streaming other games. I promise you that. And they will be, any of those games, I will be streaming. So, yes, I have considered them. Camila Davis 10 says, I really enjoy watching your stream. And if you don't mind, can I say something to you? Sure, of course, Camila. Absolutely. You are welcome to. Okay, I feel like this is more of like a water move right here. Sludge piles out of the way really fast. How did Me get stopped over there? How did that happen? That should be a lot more helpful now that we don't have to worry about the sludge piles. There's a normal Arbok right there. Well, that's great. Maybe I should worry about the normal one instead of the alpha. Let's heal up the team really fast, guys, since we're not in battle. All right, let's take a look. Okay, let's think about this here. What are we going to do, guys? What are we going to do? We have got to, let's take a look here. I'm just doing a little bit of research. Okay, we should probably use Alakazam, is what I'm thinking. I think Alakazam is going to be a great option. Let's put Alakazam back in the mix. are struggling here, aren't we? I really want this Arbok, though. Like, I'm a bit stubborn about it. Let me catch this Arbok, and then I'm going to do my best. If we don't catch it after this time, though, I'll come back for it. Because really, like, honestly, I should be just... Okay. Well, that didn't work. We're going to come back for the Arbok later. I have got to stay focused on our objective. Let's see. This is in... Let's take a look here. Wild Zone 10. So we will come back to this. Let's go back to the story. And I really need to go heal up my Pokemon before I do that. Galar says some alphas will even jump down the roof after you if they feel like it. Yeah, they be crazy like that. Alphas are wild. That's probably why they're in the wild zone. I really would love, and guys, I'm just gonna chime in and say this. Like, I think this is such a funny term. I just heard it like I think last week is when I heard it. Have you guys heard the term Shalfas, which is basically like a shiny alpha? It's like a shortened version of a shiny alpha Pokemon. Shalfas is the term now. How do you guys feel about Shalfas? I feel like it's such I don't know, like I'm still getting used to it personally. Like maybe it's because it's so unfamiliar to me, but Shalfas is, I think, the term that people are using now for shiny alpha Pokemon. Let me know your thoughts on it. I think it's kind of funny, honestly. Let me sell some stuff while I'm here. All right. Anyway, let's take a look. Let's see what the chat says. Amiga says yes. Leandro Kang says Shellos. Haven't seen Shellos yet. Oh, you're saying is that Shalfa? Okay. Are you asking if I said Shellos or Shalfas? Because I said Shalfas. So think of Shalfas as SH and then alphas. So Shalfas. The me guy says I use it all the time. It's such a funny thing to say to me. Like, in my opinion, is what I'm saying. I think it's funny. Galar says, yeah, I've heard of that. It's funny. Jose says, nah, I haven't heard of Shalfas before. It is really funny, guys. I think it's so silly. Guys, look at it. Look at this. We have 220,000 Poké-Dollars now. We are stacking our cash right now. We're saving up. We're being financially responsible. In-game, at least, you know. Okay. I think, let me make sure I have enough items, actually. It's probably what I should do. Then we're going to go to Quasartico. We're going to go get that Heracross Megastone. I think that's probably what we're going to do. I have 47 Pokeballs. That's pretty cool. I should probably get... Oh, ooh, I don't want that many. No. I don't want that many Ultra Balls. We're going to get, like... 18. We'll have 20 on hand. 10K for that. I think 20 is fine for Ultra Balls. Let's get one more potion. We'll have 20 potions. We'll get a couple more super potions. That way we have 20. We definitely need... Okay, now we have 20 hyper potions. Very cool. Now we have max potions. Let's keep 10 on hand. We need some more revives. Well, we didn't have... Look at that. We're already nearly out of our... we're no longer at our 200 Poké-Dollar mark. 200K Poké-Dollar mark is what I meant to say. That was quick. All right. I think we have enough. Let's head over to Quasartico. I should have bought 20 for another free Premier. I can go buy the Premier Balls if I want them. I don't need to buy Pokeballs now. I thought that was pretty cool that I could do that at the Poke Shop. Or the Pokeball shop, I meant to say. The Pokeball Boutique. All right, guys, let's get our Heracronite. Heracronite. All right, Bois. Bois getting his special gift now. I'm so happy for him. He's been amazing. So he deserves a Mega Stone. Everyone on my team deserves Mega Stones, honestly. I can't wait to get one for Ampharos, honestly. Like, that's going to be amazing. All right, Bois officially has a Mega Stone, guys. Let's go. Cannot wait to see him Mega Evolve. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so we went to the Pokemon Center. We got our Heracronite, was it? Heracronite? Yeah, Heracronite. We got our Heracronite. I'm probably, let me take a look here. I'm probably going to give some candy to the others here really quick. Bois is leading right now. Look at this. That's pretty crazy. Bois is so, like, leveled up that it's even surpassed Beganium. That's pretty crazy. All right, so that just tells me we need to get the others leveled up right now, too. And really what we should do is kind of spread out the candies. Alright, let's give them to Alakazam. Alright, let's give one to Talonflame. We have one more, so I think I'm going to give it to Talonflame. Alright, let's spread out these other candies. I'm going to give 3 to Ampharos, 3 to Alakazam, and 3 to Talonflame. Let's spread out these ones. Let's see, we have oops, I didn't mean to give one. I meant to give, let's do 4 here. Alright, I think I'm going to give this rare candy to Alakazam so we can have an extra level. Okay. Leandra King says, are you a fan of Mario and Sonic as well? When did you get into Pokemon? I am a fan of Mario. I am a fan of Sonic. I would say I know more about Mario than I do Sonic. Sonic is... I played the earlier iterations of all these games, guys, so... any of the more modern games I'm not as familiar with, like especially for Sonic. Like I played like the first like 3 of like from the like this is like going way back in time, like to the Sega Genesis days. I played the first like 3 of them, and after that I kind of lost touch with Sonic, but I do like Sonic. Like I like the movies in particular, out of like the more modern media and such, basically. But I haven't played any of the more recent games, and I've been trying to make a point to do so. Sonic Frontiers is on my list. You may see me playing that on stream. And then the new Sonic Racing game is one that I've been wanting to get into also. Mario definitely is like something I've grown up playing as well too. I would say probably like I have the best memories with Mario 64. If that that's quite a throwback, I know at this point, but like I did play that quite a bit when I was younger, and that was really fun. Amiga says I've always been a huge Mario nerd. That's awesome. You're a huge Sonic hater. Well, that's sad. I don't hate Sonic. I just don't know as much about it, I feel like. The movies are super cute, though. I really like the movies. Bear with me for 1 second, guys. I'm just checking a message I got on my phone really quickly. Bear with me for 1 second. Okay, we are back. We are back. Let me pick up some of this stuff. Okay. I don't know why I started doing this. Let's get back to business. We are leveled up. Okay, time to go face off to time to face off against Ivor is what I'm saying. Sorry, I got distracted. Hang on just a second. Hang on. Hang on, me guy. All right, you can say them again. Go ahead and retype your messages. Sorry about that. Go right ahead. You should be good now. Migai says, I just think that having a very speedy 2D platformer cannot work, and I don't like how Sonic controls in most games. Anyway, Pizza Tower managed to perfect a speedy 2D platformer on its first try, in my opinion. I've heard of Pizza Tower. Haven't played it, but would be interested to. Okay, let's go back to the dojo. Let me answer these chat messages really quick. Leandro says, how and when did you get into Pokemon? Pokemon has been something I've been into since I was a child. I actually grew up with Red and Blue, like the original Red and Blue back in '98. Started playing them the year that they were released. Fell in love with Pokemon since then. I grew up with the classics. I am a Gen 1. I've been playing since Gen 1. So Red, Blue, Yellow. Moved on to, Gold and Silver and Crystal. And moved on then to Ruby and Sapphire. Took a bit of a break with Diamond and Pearl and Black and White. Got back into it during XY. And then played Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, and here we are today. So that's kind of my very brief history of the games that I consistently played. But yeah, I've been into it since it was released in the United States, so I quite literally grew up with it. I have a long history with Pokemon. The Mikai says it's so peak. It's literally a 10 out of 10 on Steam. It's literally a 10 out of 10 on Steam last time I checked. That's good to know. I will put that on my list then. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to face off against Ivor. Ivor says, at last you've arrived. Gwen has made her feelings on the matter clear, but even so, I must grow stronger. As I said before, if we are to live in harmony with Pokemon in the city, then Pokemon must be afforded the same freedoms that humans enjoy. And for both sides to enjoy those freedoms, what we will need is incredible strength. Strength cannot solve everything for us, but it will at least allow us to protect what we hold dear. I will prove the truth of my words by rising to the very top of the ZA Royale. Rank A will be mine. Now, Shiny, shall we begin our match? Let's do it. Gwen, please lend me your phone. I promise I will do my utmost not to break it. Challenger's ticket verified. You are cleared to start a promotion match. There are places in life you cannot reach without climbing over strong opponents to get there. I'll be climbing ahead then. Strength is power. Strength is justice. All right, guys, here we go. We're facing off against Ivor. Not him with another Heracross. Guys, that's not fair. All right, we gotta lock in. I know how Heracross can be. That is crazy. Okay, this is not good. Really not good. This is really not good. I can't believe this. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to face off bug against bug. All right, of course Bois was the one to take him down. Had to be Bois. Quite literally had to be Bois. It can't be anyone else. We gotta revive this team, guys. This is really bad right now. This is so bad. This is like the worst position we could be in. I'm gonna go with... I'm thinking maybe Alakazam. Let's go with Alakazam. Guys, this is bad. There we go. There we go, Meganium. Alright, we barely made it out alive. We got a Phalanx here. Or Phalanx. Oh, this is not going to be good. Okay, let's Alright, we mean business now, guys. We gotta lock in right now. This is gonna be crazy if we don't. Okay, well, that's all we need to do. Just Mega Evolve Meganium. Saves the day. It's either Bois or Meganium coming in clutch every time. Your victory is confirmed. Congratulations. Now processing your promotion. All right, guys, we are up to rank D. That is crazy. All right, let me get caught up in the chat really fast. Or let me go through the dialogue, and then I'll get caught up with the chat when we're done. Ivor says, my justice didn't prevail. It is clear I must train even harder. Fine, but no more battling in the ZA Royale after daybreak. That isn't how it works. If you continue to vex everyone around you, your goal will only grow harder to reach. Understood. It's true that I act before I think, and that I'm terrible at controlling my own strength. I don't even know how many smartphones I've broken at this point. Perhaps if you assisted me as my coach, we could be Wow, guys, I cannot talk today. Perhaps if you assisted me as my coach, we could work on fixing these things together. Out of the question. You're the elder of us and the master of this dojo. Stop making others take care of your messes. I'll have more to say on this once we're home. Let's go, Ivor. Please one moment, Gwen. I want to give Shiny my thanks. As a token of gratitude for our fine battle, please accept this small gift from me. Alright, we got a TM for bulk up. It was a good match, Shiny. I would be honored if you would face me again. Next time, my power will surely open my path forward. Now, if you will excuse me. Alright guys, we got to rank D. What was the funniest Pokemon gag in the anime, in your opinion? I mean, I am always a fan of Brock being Brock. Max and Krogunk is really cute. That is really funny. I also just kind of like... I also really liked in... I'm going to go back to Journeys, actually, which is very rare of me to do. But I also really like in Journeys when Ash and Go are just being silly goofy together. That's some of my favorite, like, funny material, honestly. Like, I think Ash and Go were such a great duo, honestly. Like, I know that Journeys doesn't get that much support. I don't want to say that I don't despise it or anything like that. I really don't despise any of the anime seasons. I don't have like any kind of like that much ill will towards it. I will say it's not really like my absolute favorite. I don't think it's bad though. I did get to see some characters that I really, really wanted to see for some time, like mainly the Sword and Shield characters in Journeys. But I like Ash and Go together. They're just silly goofy, and I liked a lot of their gags together. One of my favorite like silly goofy episodes was was it the Slowbro episode? Or am I thinking, is that the one I'm thinking of correctly? I think it's like where the rapping happens in the anime. That was silly, goofy fun. I liked it. Lita says, wow, it sounds like you had a lot of fun. Who'd have thought that X and Y axis would end up being clues in a missing person's case? X and Y, huh? I remember hearing something about that from a long time ago. What sort of something? How did it go? Something about how the X and Y axis go in different directions, but there's still a point where they meet, and finding it is the important thing. I'm not sure I get it. You mean like how people in Pokemon are totally different, but we should focus on the things we share? It could be that, or something like us all here. What are the odds we'd meet and become friends? Huh? Something the matter? Nah, it's nothing. But I should be asking you what's the matter, Naveen. Why won't you just try the croissant curry already? That won't be happening. While I admit that it might taste good, the aesthetics are still too much for me. Hey, that's not as hard of a pass as you gave before, Naveen. Maybe this means we're finding where our X and Y axes meet. Well, look at that. All right, let me get caught up on the chat really quick. Galar Adventure says pretty much how I feel. Journeys just wouldn't have been my pick for the series to send him off with. He was around for 25 years. I would have kept him until the franchise is collective, and if he wasn't replaced earlier. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel, Galar. Like, there were some fun moments. It was a fun, like, you know, series in itself, but it's more of like I have a hard time putting it in a higher ranking because of the way that Ash left the show from that series. So I completely agree with you. Naveen says, good morning. No sign of Yvonne or Lita just yet. At last, I've been granted the calm, quiet morning I've longed for. Now I can finally make some progress on my sewing commissions. In fact, I'm so pleased that I'll even include you in my happy mood. Aw, well that's cool. Thanks, Naveen. Think nothing of it. I got them as thanks for a sewing project, and they're not my size. Hey, Yvonne! Do you know where Yvonne is? Not here. He must have headed out earlier to be his helpful self around the city. That idiot! Apparently he borrowed some money to shoot a Hotel Z promo spot, so we're in debt now to this scary group called the Rust Syndicate. What? The Rust Syndicate? Yes, them! The ones so scary, even a rampaging alpha Pokemon wouldn't dare mess with them. Hello, this is Shiny, right? The kid who lives and helps out at Hotel Z? That's me? Well, aren't you an honest one? Or maybe just naive? You should be more careful about answering questions from unfamiliar callers. That's a good point. I probably should have been more discreet about that. Now, I'm calling as a representative of the Rust Syndicate, and I wanted to discuss a bit of money your friend Yvonne borrowed from us. I could have just dropped in at that fine hotel you work at, but I figured you would want to avoid a scene, especially since Yvonne has been working so hard to bring in new customers. So I ask that you kindly stop by our office. You'll find it in the Blue District. We'll be waiting for you. What was that call about? About Yvonne? What? So it wasn't just me they called? They even tracked down your number, Shiny? How deep in trouble are we exactly? Well, Yvonne didn't borrow a ton to begin with, but the interest on the loan is out of control. I hear the Rust Syndicate makes it impossible for you to pay back your interest. Then they can force you to work off your debt by doing their bidding. If that's true, we're dealing with some truly heinous people. Guys, it's getting serious here. Don't worry, Floette. We'll get Yvonne out of this somehow. If it is true that they force others to work for them by imposing unreasonable interest, we must at least try to talk things out with them. It is only through speaking with each other that we can hope to find some satisfactory resolution. In any case, it seems the only option now is to go to the Rust Syndicate's office as requested. Yeah, you're right, AZ, especially since they've called 2 of us now. I can't get a hold of Yvonne. Hey, Shiny. If they already know where to find all of us, I don't feel great about going to their office alone. You'll head over with me, right? Of course. Thanks, I feel a lot better that way. If anything happens while we're gone, we're counting on you to handle it, Naveen. What? All right. You two will be okay, won't you? The Rust Syndicate certainly seems disreputable, yet I've not heard of the police taking any action against them. Make of that what you will. Guys, it's getting really bad now. We have a whole syndicate after us. This is getting really, really bad. I'm a little shook right now. All right, let's check out what Mabel has. We have Fire Punch. This is going to be very helpful in battling the syndicate. We need all the help we can get right now, guys. This is getting bad. We're getting real deep in this right now. Let me get caught up on the chat right now. Galar says, but I will say this, Ash reuniting with Butterfree and recatching Pidgeot helped hit me in the feels. I know. That was very emotional. I agree. It was nice to see that. The Gold Mite says, did bro loan from the Yakuza? That's what it seems like. It seems pretty scary. Like, this is really bad. Didn't know your mom was in on all this kind of stuff going on. This is crazy. Galar Adventure says, yep, debt collection in a Pokemon game. It's you know what? I appreciate this though, because like this is some scary stuff, and you know what? This kind of stuff does happen in real life. Like I respect the fact that the Pokemon games are taking on, you know, more realistic storylines. I mean, they kind of always have, but it hasn't been as like, it hasn't seemed as dire, I guess you could say. Like, this seems pretty bad that they would, you know, bring up like potentially being, you know, potentially bad things happening with the syndicate coming after you for an unpaid loan. You know, that's pretty bad stuff. Goldmite says, literally the one thing you ain't supposed to do. I know, my bad. Arlen Rose says, loan sharking at its finest. I know, that's crazy. Loan sharks are, you don't want to mess with that. That's some bad stuff, guys. Don't ever get off into some bad stuff like that. If you don't do it, just don't do it. Leandro says, are you a fan of other anime as well by chance? I am. I have quite the history with anime. I have seen so many of them. A lot of the ones that I have seen, though, are older anime. I haven't watched as much modern anime. A lot of my favorite anime is from like the late 90s, the 2000s. I did watch some in the 2010s. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of the newer anime. I would say the most recent anime that I've watched that I've really enjoyed has been Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer's been really good. I went to go see the most recent film in theaters back in, it was the beginning of October, I think. It was excellent, guys. If you haven't seen that Demon Slayer film yet, Infinity Castle, I think is what it is, go watch that movie. It's so good. It's so good. Please, please, please. And if you haven't gotten into Demon Slayer yet, check it out. It's a really good show. It seems a little slow at first for the setup part of it, like the first season, but I promise you it gets good. The Gold Mite says, looks like you must fight the Yakuza like a dragon. I know. That's what it seems like. Guys, I think what I may have to do, though, for today is probably save here, because I do have an event coming up that I need to attend pretty soon. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, this is probably going to be a short one today. I'm glad that I did get to beat Ivor what am I saying? I'm glad that I did get to beat Ivor at least. That was awesome. So at least we got the Ivor battle out of the way. Now we got to figure out what's going on with the Rust Syndicate. And you know what? I think part of me is still a little shook from not just the call from the Rust Syndicate, but I'm just thinking to myself right now, guys, right where the Rust Syndicate is, that's where I lost that shiny Badoo yesterday. I don't know if I'm ready to go back to that area today. It still feels a little, you know, I still feel that pain there. You know, it's still there. It still hurts a bit. So this might have to be something I do later after my event, or I might have to move that over to tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't know if I can. I really don't know yet. I'm not sure when the next time I'm going to be able to stream is for the week. I'm still deciding on what weekday I want to pick. It'll probably either be like a Tuesday or Wednesday is what I'm thinking. Just so you know, Saturdays are pretty much going to be my stream day, though. It's going to vary on what time it starts. I'm going to try to maybe start a little earlier. May start earlier, may start later. Don't know. But Saturdays are pretty much going to be consistent stream days for me. During the week, though, it's going to be random. I hate to do that to you guys. I wish I could give you more of a concrete schedule, but what I will say to that is make sure you are following me on my socials. Make sure you are following me on Twitter, on Instagram. I will always post there before I go live to let you guys know, give you a heads up at least like 10 to 15 minutes in advance. At least 10 to 15 minutes in advance. Hopefully, you know, a little sooner than that, but you guys will always get a notification from me. And if you want to know exactly when I go live on Twitch, make sure you are following me. Make sure to follow my channel and to click the notification bell on my channel page. That way you can stay up to date exactly on when I go live, the very second that I go live on Twitch. So yeah, guys, I think we're going to leave it off there for today. I have to get going. I need to prep for my event. And yeah, let me go ahead and check the chat really quick before I go. Harlem Rose says, oh, shiny, I caught a full odds shiny Badoo earlier this morning. We'll see. I think what happened then, Harlem, it sounds like the little shiny Badoo that got away from me found its way to you. So that's what I'm going to think. You found the shiny Badoo, and I'm very happy for you for that. It made its way to you, and now you have it. Please take good care of that shiny Badoo for me. I'm so happy you caught it. Congratulations. That's really cool. Goldmite says, sorry, Gerbon, you may be held captive by the Yakuza, but I got things to do. I hate to leave your bot in that situation. I do, but I have some stuff I need to do. I promise your bond will be saved. He will not be held by the Yakuza for a long time. I promise. Harlem Rose says his name is Magico. Oh, very cool. I like that name. Very neat. I love it. I love it. Take care of your little shiny Badoo. I would love to see it. Super cool. Yeah, guys, there is a chance I might go live later to finish the Rust Syndicate part of the story, or at least make as much progress through it as I can. I will let you know. Either way, like I said, you're going to get a notification from me on socials. Make sure you're following me on Twitch. I will keep you updated from there. So with that, everyone, we're going to call it a day here for right now. And again, we'll let you know if I go live again. But I want to say thank you to everyone who came by the chat today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you for being wonderful, wonderful people. As always, you guys are awesome. And we will be back soon. I promise. I will let you know. And until then, have a wonderful Sunday. I will talk to you later. And take care in the meantime. Migai says, yay, I am wonderful people. You are the Migai. You very much are. All right, everyone. Have a good one. I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye, Pokebesties.